would you like to make one of these ukuleles from one of these kits? Well, I'm going to be doing a live stream where both myself and people like you will build a ukulele together. If you're not familiar with kit ukuleles, they are a package that you can buy where you get the parts of a ukulele which are mostly already made. The idea is that you assemble these parts and you kind of carry it over the finishing line, so to speak. And they're a great introduction to the art of instrument making, which is called Luthery, and they don't require many tools or much experience to complete. So they're basically perfect for beginners, people who are new to this kind of thing. And that said, anyone who has ever assembled IKEA furniture can attest that you could often do with a bit of advice on what goes where and how. And given that most of these kits have their instructions in Chinese, you could probably do with a friendly guide to help you through the process. And that's where I come in. Any followers on my social media will know that one of the ways I spend my time is by doing ukulele repairs, modifications and builds. And in preparation for this project, I checked out tons of different kits and I settled on this particular one because it was affordable but also had pretty decent quality parts. There are some other kits out there that cost less, but the odds are I've tried them and they were super cheap for a reason. They skimped on the parts and the parts are very poor quality, and what you end up with at the end is a pretty poor instrument. So I think this one hits kind of a sweet spot of being affordable and pretty good by the end. I've recently completed this build and made a fairly meticulous list of step-by-step instructions and also a list of parts that I used and tools that I used, and that'll be available to you if you follow the event. I'll be posting all relevant information there. On the day, we'll all be in a Zoom room together, which will be streamed to Facebook, and you'll be able to ask me questions there and get answers should you run into any trouble. You don't need to own a big workshop or a garage to do this build. I did it with this table in an apartment and used the balcony for spraying, so as long as you have access to a table and some kind of outside, you should be fine. This kind of event is a little bit tricky to schedule with precision, but the current plan at the moment is to give people a fairly long time frame to order parts, because at the moment, in most places anyway, it's taking quite a long time to get stuff delivered, for obvious reasons. The list of things to order and links to do it if you want to do it will be available on the event. And I've kind of separated it out into like things that are essential and things that will be ideal. Then over the Saturday and Sunday of an upcoming weekend, dates are still to be confirmed, we'll do the build together. If needs be, we might run over into the next weekend as well, although hopefully that won't be necessary, but we can discuss that on the Sunday and see how people feel about it. I know it wouldn't suit everybody. It won't be an all day long event either. I was thinking that would probably be too much for people, so what I had in mind was something like 5 hours or so with some breaks built in. Hopefully that suits people. This is my first time running this kind of workshop, so I'm treating it as a learning experience for me as well, and I was thinking that I'm not going to charge a fee this time, but if people want to donate something at the end, I'll provide some kind of link that they can do that if they want, just to cover my costs. But the idea is that I just want as many people as possible to join in on this one. So if you're interested in building your own ukulele and decorating it however you like, then please do click interested or attending on the event just to keep you up to date. It'll be good fun, and I think it could help keep away some of the cabin fever that in these difficult times. Plus at the end you get an instrument that you made and nobody can take that away from you. It's like a really unique feeling when you hold an instrument in your hands that you've made. It's actually a pretty cute uke as well. It's like mahogany, satin finish, concert, plays in tune. Well, have a think about it. Cheers.